It's gonna record me. Oh yeah, I'm recording myself. Ooh yeah, okay. Okay, so we're gonna introduce some pictures now. Am I doing anything here? Okay, I sort of got this clip thing figured out. That's just me wandering around. Look lost or something. Oh, when was that? A couple of months ago. Okay. John Hutchison, me. Well, I started out trying to get this picture to work, so that's what I look like. John Hutchison, Eva Gabor style. Dr. Loken, Dr. Harold Wilson, and George Hathaway examined my experiments and wrote up a report. Here are some very large metal samples done, which I kept away from everybody for a long time and sold them on eBay. That's a 4x4, 2x2, I think, and a chunk of aluminium, and to the back part is a chunk of aluminium that blew apart 4 inches by 4 inches, I believe, and a steel bar that just broke into or shaped itself into that weird looking pattern there, and another piece of aluminium. Well, what I was doing a long time ago was of interest to these folks, and U.S. Army Intelligence Security Command came to visit, along with Los Alamos and Navy research labs. These are a bunch of tools that were all messed up over time in the 80s, I might believe it was. There's a group of people I met, business people and scientists in Los Angeles. Dr. Professor S.T. Yale, professor of mathematics, and so forth. I met all these people. Ken Dorset, I was with Kirk Thatcher, and Gazda, and a bunch of others at the time. Okay, this is stuff that CIA people sent me. Oh my God, when was that? In the early 90s? Because Yin wanted to do a film on UFOs. I got thousands of UFO stuff. This is, it says poor original. It's a metal sample. They're analyzing it, fell from space or something. This gentleman from History Channel filmed some of the effects in late 2007 or early 2008, and appears on History Channel. I believe it's Earth Black Hole. Okay, this is Canada National Defense Department. That's Dr. Lauren A. Kuhn's shoes, and these are metal samples. 1986, sent, according to Alexis Pizarro, by Deputy Prime Minister Eric Nielsen of Canada, sent DSTI, Defense Technical Intelligence Agency, and DREP to visit and film and record everything and write it up. This is my good friend far away that owns a scrapyard in Greece, Mr. Alec, who sent me a lot of goodies, and we communicate once in a while. This is Mr. Alec taking apart a warship, stuff I like doing as well. He sent me this photo of him doing it. So, okay, hi Mr. Alec. Back to the Canadian government, folks. This letter, I still have this letter. It's from Major Timothy Deere. Sent me this long letter, which is just the front part of it. Mentions Dr. Kuhn, DSTI, DREP, and many others in here. Okay. I wonder how he's doing these days. Oh, forgot about these samples. Okay, well, I'll add these in the picture group, the little picture video bolts that fell apart. They're 1-inch bolts or 1.25 inches. I think they're 1 inch. And something else. I think that's aluminium that split apart. I'm not sure. This is in the apartment lab. That's one of my sponsors, I won't mention any names, who is using my computer to check his stocks. We had a lot of fun together making free energy devices. Oh, I use that word, free energy, sorry. And this is indeed Dr. Harold Wilson, who visited me and mentioned about the nuclear source I had. A nice letter from him. I still have the letters, of course. Okay, I guess you can read it. This is from my member of parliament, 1980. Wow, 86. And it's Chuck Cook, Men P, trying to get the videos that they took from by the Canadian Defense Department. Okay, so this is head of Technical Intelligence Agency, Scientific and Technical Intelligence, Dr. Lorna Kuhn, a very nice letter. And Member of Parliament, or you're writing, I'm going to close some photos I took at the time of my visit to your workshop, which you may find interesting. Keep us momentum. Wishing you the best of luck in your endeavors. Dr. Lorna Kuhn. Oh, okay. Okay, this is from BCTV NewsHour, where I gave a demonstration of levitation with this equipment. And what you're looking at there is off the 90mm anti-aircraft gun I bought, and somebody stole the rest of the cannon. Long story, which I keep repeating about, but you can see that part. Oh, this is my ZB-37 machine gun inside the lab, as it's called. I call it my submarine, but that's a ZB-37 heavy machine gun. And you can see other things around it, of course. Believe it or not, this is inside my apartment. This is where many TV people and other people and scientists come and filmed everything. Okay, these are parts of the HMCS Saskatchewan sonar system, along with the antenna, the weird looking thing on your right hand side. That was very useful in these. Well, this here is an antenna array off one of the warships, along with other antennas. This is looking in the front door of my apartment, believe it or not. And the only place I could sleep was partly in the bathroom and partly in the hall. Oh, that's another picture of my ZB-37. Okay. Well, this is what is remained of the kitchen. It's full of all of this stuff in that apartment. Alrighty, some of the gear in my apartment. This is a Klystron power supply, magnetron, both a magnetron power supply and signal source, and Klystron power supply and signal source. Well, this is on the bridge, or in the operations room of HMCS Columbia. It used in X-Files. It's to set so many feet and sending out a limbo mortar round. This is the control panel. This is out of the radar section, computer section, for aiming the 3-inch 50s and the 3-inch 70s artillery pieces on the ship. Made by Gunner. This is, I had about 3 of these, or 4 off each warship. I got one of these pieces. Coupled to radar and bearings. Awesome piece of gear. Wow, sorry I got rid of it. This is an antenna coupling system. Actually got that from Fair Radio, and it was delivered by friends and fans. That's when I cut the bathtub in half and stuck it in there. And this is the logo of DRAP, and this is on a gauge, one of the instruments I just showed in the previous video. This is a typical, this is my apartment, by the way, and this is a typical film crew. Interesting reaction. This is Rob Simone, and there's a whole group of film people in here filming the effects. Rob Simone filmed the levitation of a canister and other things. Talks about it quite frequently. Paul Stavakowski is the main producer of this TV show for Discovery Channel. And it's a very special TV show. I suggest you contact Paul and ask for copies of it. He's got the full copyright on all this. This is Rob Simone watching me tuning stuff. You can hardly see me there past the row of bullets. He's got his hand on the ZB-37 machine gun. He just said, where do I put my hand? And he's sitting on something. It's something else again. Okay. This is vintage electronic gear, as well as that building at the same time a high-powered crystal power cell that went to Japan, went to Germany, and other places. People liked them and bought them and gave me a huge, substantial amount of money to do so. Okay, this is Larry King of CNN and the next door neighbor on not HMCS, but USS Ohio nuclear submarine. Some years ago, it's Mr. Sariola actually was the captain of that ship. he was indeed the captain. I wonder how he's doing these days. Okie doke. Larry King passed, I believe. Oh, and this little spiel with these guys flying around. These are indeed ravens in Willits, California, flying around after I put the food down. They're getting tamer and tamer, so I'm getting along with them fine, and I take lessons from them and trying to talk their language, and they're trying to teach me, and actually there's a communication going on. They will imitate me. Interesting. So I'm leaving it like that and upload it.